The room was full of powerful voices, yet everyone fell silent when one man reached out his hand to the girl no one expected to be there. Hall glowed with polished light, glass walls reflecting a city that never slept. Soft music drifted through the air as conversations overlapped, measured laughter, confident tones, and the gentle clink of crystal glasses. It was the kind of gathering where every person seemed to belong, where purpose wore tailored suits and success moved with ease. And then there was her. She stood near the edge of the room, hands folded around a simple cloth bag, wearing a modest red dress that felt too quiet for a place so loud with importance. She had arrived without announcement, without a companion, and without the practiced confidence everyone else carried. Her shoes were clean but worn, her posture careful, as if she were trying to take up as little space as possible. People noticed her, but only briefly. A glance, a pause, then their eyes slid away, returning to familiar faces and safe conversations. No one asked her name. No one asked why she was there. Except one man. He stood near the center of the room, composed and warm, known for his calm authority and steady kindness. He had listened to speeches and accepted praise, but his attention drifted, drawn to the stillness that didn't match the celebration. He watched the girl for a moment longer than courtesy required. Something about her quiet focus, the way she observed the room without trying to impress it, held his gaze. As the music softened and a pause opened in the crowd, he stepped forward. Whispers stirred like a breeze. Heads turned, conversations thinned. The man smiled, not the polite smile reserved for cameras, but one meant to reassure. He extended his hand toward the girl. "Would you come stand with me?" he asked gently. The room froze. The girl's eyes widened. She looked behind her, certain he must mean someone else. When she realized he meant her, she hesitated. Her fingers tightened around the bag. She took a breath, steadying herself, and stepped forward. Every footstep echoed. They stood together beneath a sculptural light that seemed to frame the moment. The man didn't rush. He waited until the room settled, until curiosity replaced confusion. "Many of you are wondering who this young guest is," he said. "I was too." He turned to her. "Would you like to tell them, or would you like me to?" Her voice was soft, but it didn't tremble. "You can," she said. He nodded. "She's here because she wrote a letter." Murmurs rippled through the room. "A letter," he continued, "that didn't ask for money or favors. It asked a question." He reached into his jacket and unfolded a carefully kept page. She asked whether effort still matters when no one is watching. Whether honesty can survive when it's inconvenient. Whether a person can build something meaningful starting with nothing but patience. The guests leaned in. She didn't know who would read it, he said. She didn't know if it would be answered. But she wrote it anyway, after school, late at night, by the light of a small desk lamp. The girl stared at the floor, her cheeks warm. "I answered," he said. Not with promises, but with an invitation. A hush fell. "She's been caring for her younger sibling after classes. She studies whenever she can. She volunteers at a community center on weekends. And she carries this bag because it holds the notebooks where she plans her future." The man paused, then smiled at her. "Would you show them?" She opened the bag and carefully lifted out a stack of notebooks, their edges softened by use. She held them like something precious. "These pages are filled with ideas," he said. "Not just dreams, plans. Questions, reflections. She's been learning on her own, one page at a time." A woman in the crowd wiped her eyes. Someone else set down a glass. The man faced the room again. "Tonight isn't about status. It's about attention. Because sometimes the most important voice is the one standing quietly, waiting to be seen." He turned back to the girl. "Thank you for reminding us." Applause rose, slow at first, then swelling until it filled the hall. The girl looked up, startled by the sound. Her eyes searched the faces around her, and for the first time, she saw not indifference but respect. After the applause faded, the man spoke once more. "We're offering her a place in a program designed to nurture exactly this kind of dedication. Not because of sympathy, but because of merit." The room erupted again. Later, as the gathering softened into small conversations, people approached her. They asked her name. They asked about her notebooks. They listened, truly listened. She stood taller with each exchange. As the evening drew to a close, the man walked with her toward the exit. "You were brave tonight," he said. She shook her head. "I was scared," he smiled. "Bravery often feels that way." Outside, the city lights shimmered. She adjusted the strap of her bag, heavier now with new possibilities, lighter with new hope. She had arrived unseen. She left unforgettable. And in a room once filled with noise, one quiet presence had changed everything.